welcome along and welcome back to Ohio and American Life Farming. We have skipped today and gone straight to late winter as there wasn't really much for us to be doing the previous day. We did load up the cows with a load of feed. We actually fed them pure silage because we have nothing else. We've got no hay or anything at the moment. We have an abundance of silage. So, yeah, we gave them plenty of that. We need to give them a clean out, though, as we've have gone through a day. And, yeah, that should do us quite nicely. This is going to be a big one today, though, because we have a lot of stuff ready to go. We have a whole load of sunflowers. We got something like 87,000 litres of sunflowers, I think it is. Those all need to be sold today. And our cows. Wow, the cows at the moment. We don't want that screen. We want to come over here and do this. We have some cows that are worth a huge amount of money. So we got cows at £1,100. They're just under the £1,200 that is our minimum selling weight. But if you remember over the last few videos, we held on to a few cows. And you can see the difference here. We got just over the £1,200. We got a few. Those are $3,399 each as their selling price. We go up to the ones that are on the £1,400 mark, which we do have some around here somewhere. Yeah, 3,333. And you can see they are adding an extra $400 per cow. It's a big difference. It's a massive difference, especially as we are buying these at 2,181. To get that much more for them is mad. So we're going to be selling off the 1,333 pound cows today because that's going to bring us a whole load of money in and massively boost our farm going forwards. So it's pretty much a big sell-off day for us today, and that means we've got to go and get our TLX Phoenix for this job. Masterful piece of kit, this. Absolutely wonderful. We still need to get something to wash all our equipment down. We have a very, very dirty farm around here at the moment. And, yeah, everything going into the new year could do with a wash. So I think we might look at sorting that out too. Our manure that we sold last time, I actually bought in a fair amount of money. I think it was about £43,000 we got off all that manure that we sold. Took us up over 300,000, which we have since just dropped below. There we go. And then we want to open this up. So it's been pretty good. We've had a very nice setup from this as far as getting money in so far. We are still just below dropping our loan below 1 million, but today is going to make a difference. Our sunflowers, 87,000 litres of sunflowers. We've only got an 82,000 litre trailer, but 87,000 litres of sunflowers is going to make a massive difference. So let's get this loading up with some sunflowers. Where are you? There we go. Sunflowers, 81,773. So actually, these will all fit in our trailer, which is great news. Very, very pleased to see that. And there we go. We're nice and full. Let's have a look at the best place for us to sell these. Now, the sunflowers today, we're looking at the pricing. We are reaching peak. It looks like January or day 2, sorry, of spring. So that would actually be March. That looks like the peak time, but our peak price is $1,448 per 1,000 litres, and we're actually at Where are sunflowers? 1,450. So we're slightly above that peak price at the moment. So I'm going to go and take these to wherever it is that was giving us that slightly above. That is the highway sell point for our first bit of selling today. And that should give us a really, really nice payday off this. It's nearly 1,500 or 1.5 times whatever we got in here. That is going to be over 120,000 just from this trailer alone. And the highway sell point isn't actually that far from us. It is just in here. So let's indicate and bring it around. And the easiest way for us is, rather than trying to get across the railway track, we can just turn in across the grass here and pull this up. And there we go. So they want the sunflowers. Let's sell them. It's possible the price might go up a little bit, but once you reach the maximum price, it's normally wise to try and sell at that point, because it can go very easily down once it reaches that top. This is, though, going up very, very quickly. We're gonna make... Here we go, $118,617. That is a lot of money. And what we could do as well now is, this is basically a big loop for us. We can head round here, and we can just head round. But do we have... I'm not sure we actually have any fence here, do we? No. So we could alter our roadway on the farm and give ourselves a new route to get to the sell point. Although it's not a very easy route. And actually there is a post there. I think we can go through here better. Yeah, so there's a straight route out to the sell point that way. And when we replant this with trees come the new year, that will give us a very good route to go via. But yeah, so there we go. That is the first bit. Let's hook up and do the next. And that is to hook up to this livestock trailer and get our cows loaded up. See if we can sell some of these high value cows. Now we could wait a little bit longer with some of these, but I'm already a little bit concerned that with springtime coming, we're going to have a lot of work to do on the farm here. So we need to bring this up and get these loaded up. $3,700 per cow is still more than I expected. I mean, much, much more than I expected. It's, yeah, huge. And I'd like to sell off all of my cows this year before I start buying next year's lot. But it's not going to be a huge problem if we've got a little bit of overlap. So let's back these up. Certainly when I start selling in the new year, we'll start transporting back as well. So unfold that. Load the cows up. And we want anything that is over £1,300. So we've got a few more that are over 12, but we are going with this. So load these up. Yeah, it's actually only $300 difference, but that's still quite a bit. We're not spending $300 a day on these cows. So the little longer that we wait to sell these, the vastly more money we're making doing it. It's only been a couple of days we've held on to those longer, and a couple of days has meant that we're going to make an extra $300 a cow from them. And how much difference does waiting those 2 days make? Of the 60 cows we're going to be selling today, that adds an extra $18,000 to the amount we're going to make, which is just ridiculous. I mean, that is such a massive amount that we're adding to our cows. It's just, yeah. And in fact, they've gone up another $1 just in our transporting them here. So let's get these sold. And how much are we looking at making? It's going to be a huge amount. Look at that, 111,000. So we would have only just made 100,000 had we sold them 2 days ago. I would have made about 102. That is huge. So we'll confirm that. We are now over $500,000 for these. We're gonna go over $600,000 at the end of today. And that means, yeah, we are well on our way to clearing our debt by the end of this year. Obviously, we'd probably have to borrow some more money in order to get the next set of cows. But to have our farm fully set up, ready for next year's lot, and to be only borrowing money. That's the thing. The aim here is to only be borrowing money to get the cows. That would be a wonderful setup. Absolutely incredible. And so back to the farm. We just need to get this backed up here. I think we might see if we can get a pressure washer today. Get our stuff washed down and sorted, because yeah, it's all a little bit dirty and a little bit horrible, our equipment. Could really do with the clean, especially this truck. We use this TLX Phoenix a lot around here, and it is in need of a good wash. There we go. And it is a cracking truck. As I said many times, 82 Square Studios has done a wonderful job with this mod. Let's open that up. No, let's unfold the back. I like to always open the back of the trailer. To me, there's a little bit more realism in that. And then we can load in the cows. And yeah, everything is over $3,000, which is just huge. So there we go, 3,702, £1,333. Judging by this, we could probably get maybe 3,800 if we held on to them for just that little bit longer. We've got another set of cows that should be ready for sale soon as well. And yeah, everything is going to be ready for sale over the next couple of days, I think, in game. We've got a couple that are still a little bit underweight, but there's still plenty that we can do here. So we should have 30 cows in here. There we go. Out we come. And yeah, when we hit the spring, we will start buying new cows in. Hopefully, that means that by the end of this, the only money we'll be borrowing is money that we have in cows for the next year. And back into the animal market. Just pull up here. I think it's around about here. It's a little bit difficult to tell in the snow exactly where the unload point is, but we're on it. So 3,702. Unload all of these. I move those. I actually hold this. I should be able to hold that and unload it, but there we go. So that's another $11,000. And we're up to $638,000. That is a huge amount. That is just massive, and we haven't even sold all of our cows yet. We've got another couple of days, and then we will be selling them. In fact, this is probably at about 2,000 each. This would be 300. Yeah. So this is already 300 cows that we have the money for here. we can only hold up to 500. We are in an amazing place at the moment insofar as these. And I think we might even max out our cattle this year and have a little bit of money to spare to get the grass, the hay making equipment that we need. And so back to the farm. And as promised, I think it might finally be time to get ourselves something to wash this truck down with. So let's go over to the placeables, miscellaneous. Do we have any other kind of washing? No, we don't. So where can we put this? We don't have one of these either, do we? No, we don't have one of these. So I'm thinking around about our shed here. Whether that's on the end there or outside here. I think actually on the end here is a pretty good place. We've got a few bits and pieces around that. So let's just plonk that. I think we'll just plonk this on the end here. Make sure we're not overlapping with the barrels or anything. I mean, I could put it in there, actually. Yeah, because it'll stick out there. I think we'll put it just in here and have a good area to wash everything around like that. There we go. Perfect. And then we can just pull this down the side and give it all a good wash down. Like so here. Oh, I am really pleased. Yes, we started this farm with $5 million. And sort of gave ourselves a good boost up to begin with, but that sort of bought us our land and our basic equipment. We had to borrow a lot of money to make sure that we could get all of our cows and everything. And in fact, yeah, a lot of the money we borrowed that actually went into the combine harvester, which I was hoping to use more than we ended up using this year. So. It's nice that despite the fact that we had that problem, we were still able to get this working. Right, we're going to put that back, jump back in this, and now that our trailer is nice and clean, we can go and put this back in the shed. And I want to get our dump trailer that we were using a minute ago and bring that over here and get that washed down as well, because that is quite dirty. I think our combine needs a wash too. That's sitting in the shed. And definitely our big tractor needs a wash, because that's done all that field work this year and has not got washed down. So trailer up here. And looking much better. But my plan at the moment is not to actually buy any hay until we get to until we can actually make our own. We can save ourselves a load of money in hay and actually go and use that to buy something else eventually, and it's going to be a better investment for our money. Disconnect that, and then we're going to connect up our trailer over here and look at the state of that. We actually have so much to sell around this farm at the moment. We've got all this slurry as well. We're not creating any manure at the moment. Oh, let's go and close this gate before we have an escapee cow. But we're not, we're not doing any stuff at the moment with our with the straw. We're not putting any bedding down because we were selling all of that manure last time. So we're actually generating quite a bit of slurry at the moment, and yeah, that we can sell off a load of that as well, because we don't really have a huge amount more to do from that point of view either. We probably want to grab another slurry tanker, something to do that with at some point, and do some work getting that easy to do. Actually, having one with a built-in cultivator is really good. There we go. That's the TLX trailer done as well. And everything looking a little bit more shiny as a result. For the size of this yard, we still can't get this to turn around. There we go. Yeah, our trailer is all shiny and clean. And we'll get this parked back up. And then I'm going to get my tractor out and we'll give that a wash down as well. Yeah, our 7R is definitely in need of a wash. Look at the state of this tractor. This has been a fantastic workhorse actually for us over this first year. Has just worked so well as to have as the main sort of field tractor that we've had. Has meant we've got all of our stuff done and working well. I'm not actually looking at getting another tractor the second year. We've got enough here to do the grass work between actually most of the grass work will not be done by the 7R here. I'm not planning on putting a front linkage or anything on it for mowers on either of our tractors. We're looking at doing the mowing a slightly differently on here. And then all of the actual field work with the hay, that won't be done by this 7R. This 7R is probably a little bit overkill for that. We've got the 4440 here. Absolutely perfect for doing things like running the tedders and things like that. So yeah, this is going to be a tractor that this year has only really been used around the yard. Next year will very much be used for our hay stuff as well. So there's probably about $200,000 worth of haymaking equipment we need to buy. So that's going to be a bit of a thing. But we are doing very, very nicely with the amount of money we've got at the moment. And round and in and done. And that is our three main pieces of equipment all washed and done and looking nice and shiny and clean and new again. So yeah, I think that is probably a good place for us to end today. So I'm going to leave this here. We'll be getting back into some springtime next time, and hopefully the ground will thaw a bit. For now, though, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.